kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. To throw, it's Flagway. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the air on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Off play action. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The give on the inside. Turning it off. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Give to Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Marshall quick to the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously, money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Oh, play, it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
To the air, it's Lagway. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. And they get to him and sack. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it out. It's Barber. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. So the decision. Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. That's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. He's looking to pass. Unleashes one. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now rolling to the left. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Slams ahead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The ninth play is 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Lagway. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay. Well, if they
going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Scrambling away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on third down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires on the move. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Looking left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, trying to get my guy open.
Caught behind the line. It's Royer. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Perry. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Moving away from pressure. And they'll bring him down for the sack.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Snowed under by the defense. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense, got him at the 27. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Jordan. Smashes ahead. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Creates a little room. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Marshall quick to the line. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Might be calling a hot route. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to buy time. Touchdown, Herd! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just over 20 seconds to play here in the half. How aggressive can they afford to be here? They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Allen. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it.
Going deep. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did.
Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Allen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moss. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Starts to scramble to the left. The sure hands, it's Jordan. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
Fires left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Buying some time. He's going to swing it into the heart of the field. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Going to swing it on second down. He's going for the goal line. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here. And how about the individual effort up front by this defender? Getting penetration, now setting up 4th down.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Marshall, 14.
They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Looking for the score! And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Finds a man on the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes it.
There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Looking for a deep man. and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time he's got it, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Now sliding to his left. He's going up top here late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll make the stop on the return, and the